Evening. Who's going to ask the first question? Yeah.
Serena, I saw that your average first serve speed has increased just a little bit each match. Just wondering if that's an indication that you're feeling better, more comfortable with your body and the serve this week.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I haven't had any problems yet. I think taking those 3 weeks of just doing absolutely no serving, and just a ton of rehab for my shoulder really helped.
Serena, a lot of the top seed, I know you've already touched on this previously, but the latest seed to go is your sister Venus. I just wondered, with the top 10 being so short in the second week, only 2 remain now, is this your best chance for a comeback win, do you feel?
I don't know. I think a lot of the top players are losing, but they're losing to girls that are playing outstanding. So I think if anything, it shows me every moment that I can't underestimate any of these ladies. They are just going out there swinging and playing for broke.
And just quickly, have you heard from Venus at all?
Yeah, I saw her in the locker room, and she's in good spirits. She's so professional and so amazing.
Serena, so in the next round you'll face a fellow mom, which would have been a real rarity 10 years ago. Rodina talked about how it's been such a godsend to have the daycare here this week. Is that something that you would use for Olympia in the future, and is that the next step also for the WTA to look into having something like that?
Yeah, I definitely think it's important for the WTA to add that. I know Vika spoke up on that a lot, and she's really been leading that charge into having the daycares on the women's tour, which we definitely need to have. So Olympia's really young. I'm not sure if she's ready to be around.
As she gets older.
Yeah, but obviously when she gets older, it'll be great because she can be there and, she can hang out close to mommy.
Serena, with your concern about fashion and interest in it, what are your thoughts about the Wimbledon tradition of the all-white outfits?
I love it. I think it's unique. I think against the green grass, it's just so pristine, and it's great because the other 4 Grand Slams we can pretty much wear wherever we want, and then come here, it's just white. And when you're designing, you have to design something that's white, which isn't always easy, but it's cool.
What is that challenge like to come up with an innovative outfit with those guidelines?
It's definitely challenging because also when it's white, you don't see a lot of the work and the craftsmanship that's actually on the outfits. And you kind of miss a lot of those really important details. But it's also, just bringing, some fashion into it. So I think it's kind of cool.
Madison Keys said earlier that when she was 5-2 up, she lost concentration because her mind drifted towards the last 16 tie against Serena Williams. She said that must be really difficult being Serena Williams because everyone ups their game every single time they have to play her. What do you think? I mean, you have to deal with that every single time going on court knowing you are number one, the one to beat. Have you just got used to that now?
I'm glad someone admitted that. But of course Madison does. She's just so smart and so on it. But yeah, every single match I play, whether I'm coming back from a baby or surgery or it doesn't matter, these young ladies, they bring a game that I've never seen before. And it's interesting because I don't even scout as much because when I watch them play, it's a totally different game than when they play me. This is what makes me great. I always play everyone at their greatest, so I have to be greater.
She said it must suck to be you.
At first it did, but I like it because, it kind of backfires as everyone comes out and they play me so hard, and now my level is so much higher because of it from years and years of being played like that. So it's like, you know what? My level has, if it wasn't high, then I wouldn't be who I am. So I had to raise my level to unknown because they're playing me at a level that's unknown. And yeah, so now I'm used to it.
When you came off the court, you spoke on the TV interview a little bit about this is only your fourth tournament back, but only your second serious tournament back. Can you just elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, the first two were just really just getting back out there and getting back in the competition, which I think was super, super important. And then after Miami, I just pulled out of everything and just really focused on getting, right, letting go of a lot of stuff, as in the Being Serena documentary, and just, just being that tennis player again. So it's definitely been a long road, but so far it's been worth it. I mean, just getting to the round of 16 twice is not bad, so hopefully I can do a little bit better.
Serena, you fought from a breakdown in the first set, and at the same time your sister on court one, she was a set and a breakdown and lasted so long. Where did you sort of like develop that fight? You're famous for it.
I don't know. I just feel like, okay, I have nothing to lose at this point. I want to try harder, and I think to myself, is this the best that I'm doing? Can I do more? And a lot of things go through my brain. Sometimes other things go through my brain, but yeah. So I just keep going.
Who developed it first, you or Venus?
She says I did, and that it was something she admired in me, and then we kind of just feed off each other with it now.
You said a lot of things go through your brain, Serena. Tell us a little bit about your self-talk out there. You're out there by yourself. Matches go up and down. Do you ever say, "Yeah, that's right"? Do you ever get sick of your own voice? Do you? What's it like to just...
It's interesting. I'm trying to find that groove. It's when I'm in that groove, I always say certain things to myself, and haven't played in a while, so I'm trying to get back at that groove of what I say and what I do and how I think and how I approach the game. So yeah, I'm still actually trying to find it.
Interesting process.
Yes, it is an interesting process.
So going back to the Madison Keys point that people think about you more than most players, is it maybe there a flip side there in that you have an aura that you can use when you go on court? I mean, do you think about body language and sort of holding the space?
Yeah, there's definitely that aura and that kind of thing of playing Serena, but at the same time, these women are proud. They don't go out there and say, I'm going to lose because I'm playing Serena. They go out there and they say, I'm going to play hard because I'm playing Serena. And that's what makes these ladies so strong. And it's admirable because they don't think I have to lose. They think I have a chance. And so that's what they do.
Serena, someone mentioned fight earlier. Venus showed some incredible fights earlier. I just wondered if you were aware of her scoreline and if that had any impact on how you were playing against Mladenovic.
Yeah, no, I wasn't aware at all until I walked in the locker room after my match.
Serena, you said something earlier, just a couple questions ago, that was really interesting. You said you have nothing to lose. That's something that a lot of the top players who've gone out early have said about the young, unseeded players that they're playing and why they're so tough to play. How do you get yourself into that mindset of having nothing to lose when it would seem you have everything to lose? You're Serena.
Well, yeah, I don't. I've won Wimbledon 7 times. I don't even remember all the times I've won. I can't tell you what happened on match point, so I don't necessarily have to win another Wimbledon. I can end my career and have saying I've won, was it 6 times? It was 6 times. 7. It was 7? Okay. See, I don't even remember. So I don't have anything to lose. I have absolutely nothing to prove. And yeah, everything is a bonus. So every time I step out there, I know what I'm capable of. And I know that, every Grand Slam I've won them, I'm capable of just going out there and enjoying it. Now, that doesn't always happen. But that's how I try to think.
How much more dangerous do you think that makes you?
Well, I mean, not many other people on the tour have won 23, so I'm in a unique position. I mean, Roger's very close. He's catching up. He's right there. I can see him. But that's amazing, you know. But there's only a handful of people that can say that they don't have to do anything else in their career. And honestly, most people can say that, because every day that we're out here and we're healthy, doesn't matter if you won or you didn't. It's just what we do for a living is a real blessing.
When will Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, get a chance to see you on your route to number 8?
I don't know. I guess I got to keep winning.
Yeah, have you set a date when she's going to come and see you play?
No. One day at a time. Like I said, I got to keep winning.
You mentioned how all the women who go out there with pride and believing they can beat you. Do you think that's, and we see this often on the women's side, there's more upsets on the women's side than on the men's. I'm just wondering if you think that there's sort of something about female athletes that have a greater pride or belief in fight compared to maybe some of the men who get occasionally easier rides in the earlier rounds.
Yeah, I can't really speak on that because I'm not a dude and I can't really say what they think. But I can say that women are really strong and that we are real fighters, and we fight for absolutely everything we get and every opportunity we get, whether it's tennis or any other sport or a company or, you know, a CEO position or a board seat. Like, we fight really, really hard for that. And we don't take anything for granted. And I think it's really special that maybe the men can maybe learn from it, maybe, but I feel like they probably work really hard too, but I know for a fact that the women do.
Serena, you seem to be getting fitter, stronger, more you every week, every day, hourly maybe. When you had to pull out of those tournaments before the French Open, were you still walking in there thinking, I can win this? Or did you know that that was good, because clearly you could win this tournament? But how did you feel going into Roland Garros in a state that wasn't what it is right now?
I felt good going into Roland Garros. I had a long time of training, and I mean serious training every day, all the time. And I felt really, 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 really good going into that. And then, and I also didn't have any pressure on me. Like, you know, it was almost felt weird. Like, wait, you should be talking about me, you know? And then I realized that I do like that position of having that pressure, you know? But it was really disappointing. I think I took that one hard because I was really ready to play my 4th round match. But I think I made the right decision. You know, I don't think I've done that maybe one ever, or I don't know. But I feel like it was definitely the right decision because it could have been bad for the rest of the year for me. So here I am, and now I'm in a position again where I'm continuing to climb the ladder instead of, you know, falling completely off.
Went into the thought process of having Olympia so kind of out there. Some players want to be private, like Novak with his kids. Olympia has her own Instagram page and everything. Did you give it thought, or you just figured people want to see and that this would be fun?
I don't know. I didn't even think. I mean, it's 2018. Like, I'm so modern. I'm so, like, you know, that girl, that social media. I didn't even think about it. I was, you know, so for me, it was so natural. And she's so fun, and I just want to share those moments with everyone. And we don't share a lot on her page, but we do share enough, and it's just so cool.
You both do it?
Yes, we both do it.
Last 2 questions. Yeah.
Serena, the other day you said you were surprised by the level of your competitive desire, that it may be greater than it's ever been. How about your appreciation for what you're doing and being out there? How does that compare with other times in your career?
It's amazing for me to be out here. You know, a year ago I was still pregnant, and then my delivery took a turn south fast, so that wasn't fun. But it's that makes me appreciate that I'm out here and that I'm alive and I'm able to be here and do well and to play well. And I've had other injuries, like my foot injury was really hard for me, and I really came back and took a lot of pride on coming back with that one. And so I think those 2 are kind of the same.
Last question.
You said something pretty interesting before about how other players up their game, but you learn from them. I imagine you learn the most in your career from Venus, but aside from Venus, which player, and you've played so many greats, you know, from the Capriatis and Kim and Justine
Oh my
up through
gosh.
Maria, what player do you think really forced you to bring it?
That's just unfair. I've literally played in the era of all the great players. I mean, I played Steffi and Monica, and then Lindsay, and like you said, Capriati, and then Kleisters, and then Venus, and then Hingis. I mean, I don't know. I honestly can't answer that because each of them brought so much to tennis and so much to the game. And, you know, I was really young, so I was able to learn and feed off a lot of it. And I'm really proud of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.